Hey. All right. All right. Let's see what we got here. I need to share my screen so we can actually look at something. But good evening, everyone. Good evening. Here we go. So welcome to the live market observation, Monday, June 14th. I think that this is number 28, not mistaken. Gonna be a good one. Gonna be a good one. So let's take a look here, see what's going on. If you're new and this is your first time attending the live market observation, you can feel free to ask whatever questions that you would like to. I encourage you to do so. The platform that we are observing is the NADEX platform. And what we trade here in particular is an instrument called binary options. Binary options. I actually want to, let me switch this screen because I don't like how it's cutting off. Hold on a second. If I separate it all together and put it in a separate window, it won't do that. So let me do that first. And then we will resume. So whatever platform that you are on currently, make sure that you like the video. Be sure to subscribe if you're tuning in from YouTube. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your bell notifications. If you're tuning in from Facebook, be sure to follow the page, the Facebook page, and also like and share the video as well. All right. Let me share the screen again. See if this works. Should work because I put it in a whole separate window. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that should pop up now. There we go. All right, that's a little better. All right. So we're going to be doing some observation this evening. I actually want to share a couple of things that are going to make things easier for students of TeamAlliance. Those of you who were in training, you can consider this like a live training because that's what they pretty much end up becoming. It's going to be very informative, and I'm going to share a couple of things that I do on the chart visually that's going to help you guys. All right. So again, make sure that if you have questions that you ask whatever your questions are. Don't hesitate and feel free to do so. All right. I was actually asked by a few people to put my Cash App up because people like to donate for some reason when you make good content. So the Cash App is up there. That little $ with the TeamAlliance, that's what the Cash App is. So feel free. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. Don't hesitate. So that's there now for those who've been asking me about it. What else is going on that I wanted to mention? I think that tonight will end up being a recommended training for tonight. So when I do this will be the recommended training for tonight for those of you in training. All right. The recommended training tonight is going to be this observation, which is number 28, I think. Live market observation number 28, if I'm not mistaken. All right. All right. So let's begin the observation. So I want y'all to notice something about the box. By now, y'all know what this box represents. It boxes in the area between the strikes. It boxes in the area that's relevant between the strikes. Now, I want y'all to see something. If you look at, and I'm going to purposely move the box over here for a second because I want to draw your attention to what I'm looking at here, right? If you look at where we are right now, the area that we're in now is here, right? We over here in real time. The market is here now. So if you look at where it is, the market is positioned in between this strike, where my mouse is, and this strike, right? It's in between these two strikes. It's right here where that blue candle is. Matter of fact, let me delete this. Let me use an arrow. This is where the candle currently is, right here where I have this arrow at. Right there. That's where the market is, right there, where that blue candle is, right? Now, I want y'all to see where the market is currently, and then I want you to actually direct your eyes to where the market is coming from. That's either above or below where it is. So the market had to come from somewhere. Where did it come from? If you look at this area where it is now, where did it come from as far as the lines? It came from above this line, right? Matter of fact, it was on this candle right here. You see this red candle? This red candle put the market under this line, and the market since then has remained under this line and over this line. So this is where the box comes in, right? And if you put the box here and you actually take the end of the box and line it up with that same candle that came down into this area, your box will look just like how you see it right now on the chart. Now, if I remove this and I take the whole chart and I move it over like this, now if you look at all of this inside of the box, all of this is the only relevant information as far as candles that I'm interested in. I don't care about anything else. Did y'all see how I just did that? This is why I said this is going to be like a training tonight, because this is a visual exercise that I want y'all to get into the habit of doing. Anytime that you see a candle move out of the box or touch the top or bottom of the box, I want you to move the box to that candle. I want you to take the edge of the box and put it on that candle. And I'm going to show y'all in a minute what I'm talking about, because I just did it, but I'm going to show y'all in real time when the market actually moves outside of the box. It's either going to move outside towards the top or outside towards the bottom. We'll see. Okay. So we're just going to observe this. And the reason that this exercise is so powerful and so important is because this is going to help you to visually understand and visually get used to only recognizing RCB. That's all you need to be concerned with. RCB. Understand that, especially if you're new in training, when you guys first come in and you're studying 301, right? You're learning the phases, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. You're beginning to understand terminology, right? Environment, behavior, parameters. You're starting to understand because you're repeating 301. The first instruction that you're given is 301 of repeat. You're learning the entire framework for what we do. This is a visual tool that is going to enhance everything that you're learning in 301. So the same way that in 301, you'll hear me say, phase 1, we need to see how fast the market's moving. Is the market moving fast or is it moving slow? We need to identify that. Market moving fast? All right, we need to wait for it to slow down. We'll remain in phase 1 until it slows down. What happens after phase 1 gets confirmed? Then we apply phase 2. What's phase 2? Behavior. What behavior don't we want to see? We don't want to see jerky behavior. We don't want to see instability. We don't want to see reversals, right? We don't want to see jerks. We don't want to see bad behavior. We don't want to see unprofitable behavior. Now, I'm saying all of this because this is how you hear me speak in 301. All of those behaviors that I'm describing are what you will see examples of until visually you'll see the market begin to show you RCB. Whenever you see reversal candles, and let me give you an example of something that is reversal in this box. This blue one here with the wick on the top, that's like a reversal candle, but not really. This one here, that's a reversal candle, but not really. And the reason I'm saying not really is because there's not a lot of speed in the market here. So these are not real serious reversals. This is just more so movement that we're looking at under a microscope. So think about this box as a microscope. Now, even though the market has these candles with the wicks on them, my point is that the candles are inside the box. So what is that telling you? It's letting you know, all right, well, if these candles are inside the box, I mean, the movement is inside the box, which means that the market is slow. It means that our environment has been confirmed. We're in a slow environment. So without me having to say, all right, well, 1 micro pip dominance, and this is what you hear me say in that training, 301. 1 micro pip of dominant speed is what we're looking for. Without me having to say that, by the market remaining inside of the box, I know that I have that. You're following me? I don't have to wonder if I have that. If the market's slow, the candles will be in the box. As the behavior starts to stabilize, the candles will look less and less like the ones with the wicks on them. You'll see less of that. Look at what you start seeing in the box. If I move this over and I take these 2 candles out the picture, look at how your candles start looking. Look at how the candles are looking. How they look. Very, 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 very few wicks, if any. You only got a little tiny wick on this one, little tiny wick here, and a little tiny ass wick right there. Other than that, you ain't got no wicks on these candles. What is that telling you about behavior? It's letting you know. Look at what the market's doing. It's move. Whenever it moves, it's holding. You following me? What's behavior that we're looking for? Move, hold. Again, this is what's happening in the box. So without me having to wonder, oh, is the market moving and holding? You know, how's the behavior? How? Instead of you having to try to figure out if it's doing it, you visually see that it is doing it. The candles are in the box, and look at how the candles are stopping the wicks. There's no wicks on these. It's letting you know that the movement is stable. So what is that? What's behavior? Phase 2. So are we in phase 2? Like right now, did phase 1 confirm? Yes, it did. Did phase 2 confirm? Yeah. The movement is stable. Look at the candles. Look at how the candles look. Now, mind you, this is just the box. So if you're just looking at this visually through observation, the box helps you to see all of the phases of our protocol in real time. Let me say that again. The box helps you see all of the phases in real time. Mind you, I haven't had to move the box yet. Why not? Because the candles are still in the box. What does that mean? The market's still slow. What else is going on? The candles are still not having these wicks on them. Oh, that sounds like stability to me. All right, so what else are we waiting for? Phase 3. So now phase 3. What's phase 3? The parameters. So now that I have the visual representation here in my box, right? All I'm doing now at this point is just waiting. I already know that phases 1 and 2 have been confirmed already. The market is showing me that. It's showing it to me through my observation. I see it. Now, when I apply parameters, we know what the protocol is, right? At 1:30, what are we going to do? We're going to look. We're going to look and see where the market is what? Position. More terminology. SPP. What is that? Stability. Position. And then pricing. So now that phases 1 and 2 are confirmed and in place, I know that the market has to do what next? Has to get into position. Well, what does that mean? It has to be positioned relative to the top or the bottom of the box. Positioned. Well, why does it have to be positioned? Because we need for our parameters to confirm. Oh. So what are we doing until we see that? We're not doing anything. We're just observing. You're following me? Because I want y'all to see how easy it is for you to recognize RCB and to understand that RCB and what you're learning in 301 is the same thing. It's the same thing. So I want to make sure that none of you are being confused by RCB, thinking that it's something different than what you're learning in 301. It's not. It's the same thing. Again, this tool I designed to enhance what you're learning. So without you having to try to, figure anything out, all you have to do is apply the tool. When you apply the tool, guess what is built into it? Phases 1, 2, and 3. So look, we apply parameters here. Watch this. We know what the parameters are. So far, you see 8, then you saw 7, right? It's at 7 still. Move this over a little bit. Back at 8. Now, you know at this point that the parameters are not being confirmed. That's cool. That's okay. But what is happening is you are seeing that the market has RCB present. So what does that mean? If RCB is present, it means that I should be applying parameters. Whoa. Whoa. I should be applying parameters here. But I'm only applying parameters here because RCB is present. That's the only reason I'm applying parameters. You see? So I want to make sure that y'all understand the order. Phases 1 and 2, that is built into this box. Because you won't have candles just remaining in the box if the market's not slow. You won't have the candles looking like this if the market's not stable. So that right there lets you know that phases 1 and 2 are confirmed. What happens after phases 1 and 2 come? What do you do next? You do phase 3. What's that? The parameters. The parameters. So the only time you apply parameters is when phases 1 and 2 are confirmed. Well, how do I know when that is, Mark? When you have RCB. Y'all following me? And I'm going to come into the comments in a second. I wanted to go through this without being interrupted because I just needed to get certain things out. So now, watch this. Watch what I'm going to do right here. You see this candle here that just went outside the box? You know what I'm going to do with the box now? Watch this. I'm going to take my whole box and I'm going to bring it over here. And I'm going to put the edge of the box on that candle. Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? Because when I move this over here and I push this chart to the left, watch what happens to the candle. You got a candle where? In the box. Remember what I said earlier about I'm only concerned about the candles in the box? This is what I mean. Market moves into an entirely new position over the same strike that it was under. And now the candles are in the box again. And I'm applying the same process again. So this is what I wanted to show you guys as far as the exercise to use. Don't even do nothing else. So like, you know how people say, oh, well, look left. I actually don't want you to look left. I need you to see that the candles are in the box at all times. If the candles are not in the box, if the candle is touching the box, touching the top or the bottom of the box, you need to move the box. Keep moving the box until all of the candles are in the box. This is, let me tell you something. This right here is like an advanced training that is so simple, it's ridiculous. As simple as what I'm showing you is, this is advanced. This right here is why you're going to know when the market is stable. This is why you're going to know when RCB is present. This is how you're going to know it's time to apply the parameters. See, some of y'all are applying parameters when you have no business applying them. Because you're not understanding that RCB has to be there first. RCB is only present if the candles are in the box. So you shouldn't have a candle coming across the box. See? So this right here, this candle ain't got nothing to do with nothing. There's nothing to do here. In order for you to have a barrier, you would need to see multiple candles. Because how would you know that the barrier is present if it wasn't revisited and tested and also respected? And that's what ultimately creates a cluster. See, the market has to respect what it creates. So look at what it did. It shifted into a new position here. Now it's in a new position. So if it's going to create a barrier, it has to create it first. The way that you know that the barrier has been created is that the market will revisit the same area. And if it respects the same area, now you have the barrier being respected. And guess what it turns into? It turns into a cluster of candles that have the same respect for the same barrier. This is crazy. Coming to the chat real quick. See what you're talking about. Soul Child, who are you in training? I think Soul Child is in training. Who are you on Facebook? Let me know so that I can identify you on Facebook. What's your name on Facebook? Okay, cool. Angel. All right, excellent. Shout out to Angel. Shout out to Anthony Anderson. Anthony, good to see you. Yeah, Anthony actually joined us today, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. But I'm telling y'all, man, this exercise that I'm giving y'all tonight is like it keeps getting simpler and simpler. And not only is it getting simpler, but it's actually helping you to understand 301 with much more efficiency. Very good. Anthony is he said it's 2 301 views today. Very good. On the right track. Yes, sir. What was I about to do? I was about to do something. Oh, let me come up in the comments real quick and see first who's in here. And shout out to everybody that's up late. Even though it's not that late. It's only what, 11:30? 11:37. So all right, very quickly. Chip is here. I see Jay Carly, Nico in the building, Maui, Jeff, Danny G, SG, Tavares, Damon, Charles, Jelani, what up? Peter Leonardi, what's going on, sir? I see Brendan, see Vision, and we got Shawnee. I see Tracy. And we got Angel and Anthony Anderson. Stacy is here also. All right, cool. I don't think I missed anyone. If I did, I apologize. If you didn't say what's up yet, say what's up so I know that you're here. I see Champ also. What's happening, man? So, and yes, Angel, yes. The answer to this question is yes. As far as terminology, everything I said is in 301. A lot of the newer stuff that I get into is in 734, 5, and 6 in the main playlist. Dunamis, what's going on? Gino, what's happening? Yo, Dunamis, I think it's either Dunamis or Dunamis. It might be Dunamis. Yo, his name is ill. Dunamis Bacchus. If that, yo, he sound like a gladiator. He sound like a gladiator or like a Roman scholar. That's an ill name. Dunamis. That's hard. Carl Francois, what's going on? I see Jeff Hunter also. What's good, man? Range cluster barrier is not in 301. Actually, I don't talk about it because that's the foundation training. RCB is actually in 735. It's in 736. And you'll hear me mention it just in general. Like you'll hear us talking about it all the time in the group chat. Latoya, what's happening? So RCB, what RCB does is it enhances your understanding of phases 1, 2, and 3 that you're learning in 301. And that's why this video tonight is important because I actually explain how. Like what I just went through, some of y'all might have came on a little late, but I want y'all to rewatch this. Like this will be tonight's recommended training. This right here that I'm doing. So rewatch this again, because everything that I went through is going to explain the relationship between the phases in 301 and RCB. Okay, they are the same. RCB enhances your understanding of the phases because it's visual, right? See, because you have to see RCB. Like you see how I got the box up? I haven't had to move the box yet. Well, actually, no, I did a moment ago. I moved the box actually up. But I mean, after that, I haven't moved it yet. Why not? Because the market's stable. I haven't had to move it because the market is stable. The market is slow. What does that mean? Oh, okay, that means phases 1 and 2 are confirmed. Right. So what happens after phases 1 and 2 are confirmed? What do you do next? You do phase 3. So what does that mean? Phase 3, you apply the parameters. So when you apply the parameters, what happens? Well, if the market confirms that entry, that's going to be your trade. See? So what this process does is it ensures that you can't mess it up. I like that, Chip. He said RCB, really cool binaries. That's all. I like that. So it what the heck? What was I just saying? Dang, I just said something just now. I was going somewhere. What was I talking about? Was I talking about RCB? Chip threw me off with that. He threw me off with the really cool binary. I forgot what the hell I was just talking about. It'll come back to me. Man, what was I saying? Damn. It'll come back. All right, so what else was there? Oh, parameters. That's what I was about to get to. So we apply parameters when we know that phases 1 and 2 are confirmed. So you can't mess this process up now at all, because you shouldn't be doing anything with parameters unless what is present. And I'm going to let y'all respond to that. We don't apply parameters at all unless what is present. And I know there's a little delay because this thing's streaming on 3 different platforms. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. Y'all make sure that you retweet from Twitter. And everybody on Facebook, make sure that you like and share the video and turn the bell on when you follow the page. There you go. RCB. So we don't apply parameters unless RCB is present. And RCB is the equivalent of, well, see, SG is saying it before I even ask. RCB is the equivalent of stability. See? So if the market's not stable, you got no business applying the parameters, period. And this is why you'll never see a trade that I'm in if the market's not stable. Even trades that I may enter into where the price threatens the strike. For some reason, the market will remain in the box. That's not by accident or luck. There's a reason that even if the market threatens the strike price, that it will remain in the box. For some reason, it's like, damn, man, oh, he almost lost that one. It's not that I almost lost. There's just simply a reason that I'm going to win, period. So this is the same blueprint that you have. This is why when you follow my instructions and you do it the way that I instruct you to do, what you'll do over time is continue to elevate and get better at that process. You see? Don't deviate from what I'm teaching you. Don't try to, force your way into a trade by looking at parameters at the wrong time. You shouldn't be applying parameters if there's no RCB. Uh-oh. So you got to ask yourself the question when you look at a binary. First question, is there a barrier? If your answer is no, it ain't RCB. Next question, is the market in the range? If the answer is no, it ain't RCB. And you can't have clusters if the barrier was not retested and confirmed. Until the barrier is revisited and respected, you won't have clusters. So if you don't have clusters, can you have RCB? No. So if any parts of that is missing, it ain't RCB. And if it ain't RCB, there's no parameters that you're applying. So you see how by understanding RCB, you'll know whether phases 1 and 2 are confirmed or not at all times. If the candles are not in the box, phases 1 and 2 ain't confirmed. Hold on. If the candles ain't in the box, the phases 1 and 2 ain't confirmed. Period. Ain't confirmed. If that movement ain't stable, guess what's gonna happen with the parameters? They not gonna validate. You'll be applying and this is for when you have the candles in the box, and then you apply parameters, and then when you apply the parameters, it invalidates. Yep, like any of you ever do that? Like, nope, that ain't valid. Back tick, no distance, speed burst, whatever the case may be. All of that is relevant because it's part of our process. So again, don't deviate from it. When you apply it, it will keep you in alignment with the market. That way you'll be doing everything at the right time. And guess what else? You'll never be doing anything at the wrong time. So like I said, you cannot mess it up. And that's important. That is important. It's important that you can't mess it up. Because it's easy to mess it up when you don't follow instructions. When you go off doing other stuff that you don't have any business doing, like applying parameters and trying to enter into a trade, when there ain't no trade, or you trying to enter into a trade when there's no RCB, y'all understand? If there's no RCB, there's no trade. If a trade sets up and there's no RCB, there's no trade setup. If there is no RCB, you won't even be looking for a trade. In other words, even if a set comes without RCB, the setup is nothing. We ignore that. There's nothing there. Oh, but Mark, I saw a 5+1. You saw a 5+1 when? Ask the questions. Is there a barrier? Is there a range? No? All right, so then I don't care nothing about that. I don't care about 5+1 if there's no barrier. Come on, y'all. Stay with it. So now look, now I can move the box again. Watch. Now watch what I do. Watch this. Remember, we only care about candles in the box. So watch this. I'm gonna move my box. I'm gonna put the edge right there on that candle that is transitioning from the bottom to the top of this line. So now now that same line that was on the top of the box becomes the bottom of the box. And when I move this over, where are my candles? My candles are in the box. So this is the only exercise that really you should be doing during your observation. If any of these, if any of these candles start touching the lines and moving through the top or the bottom of the box, you need to move the box so that when you observe, the candles are in the box. If the candles ain't in the box, you know you ain't got no RCB. And you know that if there's no RCB, it means the phases ain't confirmed. And if the phases ain't confirmed, phases 1 and 2 ain't confirmed, you ain't got no business in phase 3. Making sense? You can't mess it up. Follow with me. Follow me. You do these, you will not mess nothing up. Can't mess it up. Can't mess it up, man. And that's where I need you to be. I need you to be in a state where you can't mess it up. Because folks be messing shit up when they don't listen to me. So I want to make sure that that's not you. Don't be that guy. Next thing you know, that you'll know who's doing it, because next thing you know, they'll leave the group. I'm just saying. There we go. Yeah, and you know that we always need full clarity. That's why I'm giving you this exercise. Look what Shani said. He said this like C-spot run. Yeah, see, because we don't need any misrepresentation of what I'm talking about. So if someone is saying something that's not aligned with what I'm saying, they're wrong. Hold on. What'd you say, Mark? If they don't sound like me and what I'm talking about, if they wrong. You got to sound like this because you can't mess this up. Just like the first question I'm asking you, was there a barrier? If you pause and got to think about it, that means there was no barrier. And if there was no barrier, there was no RCB. And if there was no RCB, you shouldn't have been applying parameters, period. See? That's it. Simple. Can't mess it up. Shout out to Tracy. That's 2 in a row. 2 in a row, Trace. Yes. Accountability is important, man. Accountability is so important. Right, there you go. Mark, can I take it? No. That got to be like the most popular line from 301. The most popular. Yep, but it's all facts, man. It is all facts. So while I have you guys on here, again, if any of you have a question, please feel free to ask your question. All right. Oh, something I had noticed earlier. And this is in the event that anyone else experienced this. I'm not sure if anyone else did, but it seemed like somebody else probably did. But I definitely had experienced it. Where is it? this right here, show. So earlier when I logged back in, right, my strikes wasn't showing. It looked like this. Let me show y'all. You see over here where the boxes normally be at? It looked like this. And I'm like, what the hell happened here? So I'm over here clicking on the boxes, doing this to pull them up because they wasn't opening. Like I'm doing this, which I definitely don't want to be doing. I ain't want to do all that. So anyway, I right click and I go to show, and for some reason, show strikes was turned off. So I don't know why it was. It just was when I logged in. Or matter of fact, I think I was already logged in and it just stopped showing. So anyway, this is how you get them to show again. Just click, just right click, like anywhere on the platform, and then this pulls up and go to where it says show, and then go to where it says strikes, and then the strikes will reappear again. So shout out to me for figuring that out. Because I kept clicking the box and it was getting on my nerves. I was like, nah, I can't do this. This can't be life right here. So I had to figure it out, man. That was really getting on my nerves. But anyway, that's how you get the strikes back in the event that you might have experienced it also. Yeah, just out of nowhere. My strikes disappeared. I'm like, what the hell is this? Okay, cool. So Peter, you got yours back now. Very good. Yeah, it was written, man. Because you know I got OCD, so like my patience it runs out fast. It runs out fast for little shit like that. That was really aggravating me. I'm like, you know what? This is making me not want to even log into the platform. I'm like, I'm about to log out, just go take a nap, man. I can't deal with this right now. I was like, nah, let me investigate. Yeah, so I clicked it. I right clicked and went to show, and then I saw strikes. I was like, oh, I wonder if that's it. And lo and behold, that was it. Yep, so I feel a lot better now. Feel a whole lot better. Yes, indeed. So all right. Let me use this as an opportunity also to talk about barrier. I want y'all to see something. Do y'all see how the market is respecting the bottom of these candles? I want y'all to see something. Watch this. Let me click. I'm gonna click so that the little box appears. See the box there that has the price information in it? You see where it says lowest? Look at where it says lowest. You see how it says price, highest, lowest? Lowest is showing you the low point of these candles. So look, I'm just starting from the far left. So you got 21235 there. Let's go to the next candle. On the next one is 234. Next one, 235. This one, 235. This one, 233. Then you have this, 234. Do y'all see what's happening here? You see how the market is respecting that area? 233, 34. It's respecting it. So now when you hear me talk about barrier, that's a barrier that the market has created and is respecting it as time is going forward. So as the market is respecting that barrier, you see how the candles are away from the strike. So when the market revisits the barrier, you have not only that area that is respecting, but you also have the space between that area and the strike. You're following me? So when I say barrier, I'm talking about the whole thing. I'm talking about the bottom of the candles and the space in between that bottom area of the candles and the strike. The whole thing is the barrier. So when the market is respecting the barrier, you know that there is not only the base of where the candles are, but whatever space in between that area and the actual strike is also included in the barrier. And this is why you hear me repeatedly say that we want to see the candle stay in the box. Because even if, it did it just now, as a matter of fact. You see how the price came down just now and it actually went lower than these candles? It went lower. It actually went to its lowest point just now. 3-3. Actually, no, one of them might have been the 3-3. I think it was this one. Yeah, this one actually went to 3-3-2. So it went to the lowest point out of this entire series on this last one just now. And it held that barrier. This is how powerful the market is. What's even more powerful than that is the fact that we know it. We know that the market does this. See? So it's just about waiting. This is why when you just wait for the market to align itself properly, if the market ultimately gives you a trade, that just simply means that parameters will confirm and you'll be in a valid trade at the right time. You'll be in that trade at the right time. And all that means is that that's going to be a winning trade. Period. Period. That's going to be a winning trade. And yes, this is exactly what I'm saying. J. Carly's saying that I'm saying don't be concerned with the position change, just move the box. Yes. 100%. And again, if you're just tuning in, this live market observation is tonight's recommended live training. Rewind it and watch it. And she says, then all the relevant candles are in the box. Bingo. You've seen me do it. Since we've been on the training tonight, I've done it 3 times. This is the 3rd time I've moved the box. Literally, all of the candles have been inside of 3 boxes because I've moved the box 3 times. And when you go back and you look, all you see is candles in the box. Now, if there was more activity going on, you would see me moving the box more often because I want to keep the candles in the box. This is a powerful visual exercise because it is forcing you to be aware of what the candles are doing. If the candle is, I don't care if the candle is just touching the top or the bottom with a wick. If that wick went through the box, move the box. Move the box to that candle and put the edge of the box on that candle. That way, even if a candle, the body is in the box, but the wick's not, if that wick is not in the box, it ain't in the box. Y'all understand? Look at every candle in the box. All of them are in the box. Every candle that you see on my screen is inside the box. That's how you want the market to be. If the market ain't doing that, move the box until you start seeing all the candles in the box. Don't do nothing else until you start seeing all of the candles in the box. Period. I don't want to hear you applying parameters. I don't want to hear, oh, was that valid? Was what valid? Are your candles in the box? Nope. So no, it's not valid. See, you can't mess this up. I'm giving you something you can't mess up. So that's how you know that if you mess up that you're not doing it. But y'all ain't gonna mess up. I know y'all ain't gonna be hard headed and do other shit. I know that. I wasn't even watching this just now. Let me see what this did. This opened up at 6. Was this valid just now? Were you looking at this? This right here? It went from 6 to 5. I don't know when it went from 6 to 5 though. And I also wasn't watching to see if there was pricing, but there's a possibility that this might be MRMH right there. I'm pretty sure someone will let me know. Somebody was watching. Nico said, nope. Okay, cool. So it did 6 to 5 late. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Yep. Oh, excuse me. Let me delete this arrow. Excuse me, so nobody gets confused. I only put that there just now just to talk about this just now. We were looking at this. And I wasn't paying attention because I was talking. But let me come back. The concern has been how to know if a candle will pop out the box at the end of our binary after we entered. But if we have the barrier in the box, that will not happen. Look at that. There you go. That part. That part right there, what she just said. If we have the barrier in the box, it ain't gonna happen. Exactly. Y'all ain't see it happen yet. Y'all ain't see nothing pop out the box yet, have you? She says, and then when wicks pop out, we just wait. Yes. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yep. What I love about this also is you get to visually see how the market respects itself. It respects itself. And if it ever violates, it most often is moving to a new position because it is stable at the time. That's the one thing that will remain like a constant. By the time it violates whatever the area is, it'll be just moving to a whole nother position altogether. And you'll see it. So here, look at this. You see how this candle is touching the top? So now I'm moving this. I'm moving this. So I don't want that in my box. You see that? I don't want that in the box. So where's the new candle? It's above that line, right? So now I'm going to put the candle there just like that. Put that candle at the edge because I don't want this in the box. And now I'm going to move this over. Now I can see again. All right, let's see what the market's doing. All right, so now it's moving back down again. Cool. Now I don't want this candle in my box. So now I'm going to take this and put this here. Watch this. I'm going to move this over. Look at this. So now ain't no candles in the box. So what am I doing? Nothing. I'm not over here. Pay attention to this, y'all. Pay attention to me. I'm not over here now applying parameters and none of that. And now I only got one candle in the box. So there still is nothing to do. I can't have a cluster with one candle. Whoa. I can't have no cluster with one candle. Where's the barrier? I don't know yet. You can't mess this up, huh? How you going to do anything with one candle in the box? What are you doing? Cluster means more than one. Again, everything I've been saying. Is it not manifesting right now visually for you? Everything I've been talking about. I'm giving you a visual. Yes, 100%. This right here is 100. Candles not only have to be in the box, but also be positioned. Correct. Correct. And this is why if the candle that you're looking at is violating the box in any way, you move the box. If you move the box, you'll ignore the candles that are not relevant. Well, Mark, what do you mean? Is the candle touching the top of the box? It's touching? Move the box. Keep moving. Well, Mark, when should I move the box? If the candle touches it. If it touches the top or the bottom, move the box. You can't mess it up. Watch. Let's keep going. Look at this candle. These candles is touching. Look at them. They touching. They touching. I'm moving the box. I'm moving it. So right now, this candle is slightly above. All right, I'm moving the box. I'm moving the edge to that candle. And then I move the whole thing over. I don't want to even see nothing yet. So if I don't see any candles in my box, what is there to do? Nothing. So I can't mess nothing up now, can I? I can't mess anything up. Oh, it was hugging the strike. I don't care. I don't even got a candle in my box right now. I'm waiting. I'm in observation. I don't want no candles touching the top or the bottom of the box in my box at all. This is good, ain't it? I know. I know. This gonna see. I'm always gonna give you something that's gonna help you to understand things simpler. Because a lot of times we'll complicate things when we don't have to. This ain't complicated at all. It's simple. No candles in the box. That means no phase 3, no parameters, no nothing. No RCB. There's nothing there. There's no candles in the box. So how could you mess anything up? You can't. Can't mess nothing up. Yes, that's why we look for RCB and wait for RCBP. Yes. PP rather. Shawnee said, harsh reality TAs, there's a lot of nothing to do time. Facts. And guess what? You're going to make the most money when you ain't doing nothing. You know why? Because you ain't losing nothing. Woo. You ain't doing nothing, you ain't losing nothing. Candle touching the line again. Moving the box. Look like it might be moving above, so I'll put it up here. Move it over. No candles. And I want you to look at what's happening. Look at the time. We in the last minute, ain't we? You know what I just did? I just nexted. I just nexted without having to say, "Oh yeah, that's next." I didn't do nothing else. All I did was move the box, and I know that it's next. So look, now the market's under. Okay, cool. I moved the box down here. Candles in the box. Now we continue to observe. That's it. Can't mess it up. Can't mess it up. Oh, yeah. What you mean? Your NADEX went out? Like it went completely out? Uh, hmm. Maybe it'll come back in. Seemed like it just paused a little bit just now with the option pricing, but it's moving now again. So, yep. So that that's what you keep doing. You keep seeing these candles on your box. Keep moving the box. Keep moving the box. Keep moving them. So now what starts to happen visually is when the market is doing all of its bad, unprofitable behavior, guess what you won't have? You won't have any candles in the box. When you apply this exercise, you'll have no candles in the box. So what does no candles in the box mean? It means instability. Look at this candle. Oh, this candle's touching the bottom of my box. All right, I'm moving the box. Move the box. That's it. No candle in the box. What that mean? Instability. Out of position. If the market's violating the strikes, it's out of position. That ain't RCB. You ain't got no business applying no parameters. You can't apply no parameters with no candles. Move the box. Can't mess it up. Mm-hmm. This right here, okay. Yeah, if you see the market's out of position, you ain't got no reason to be clicking in. That's a fact. Remember that you're only clicking in when the parameters are applied at the right time. Dimitri, appreciate it. Shout out, man. Yep. Yeah. NADEX, they had like I guess some just issues today because, like I said earlier, the boxes had disappeared for the strikes, so I had to go in and manually go back into the settings and put them back. Like they just disappeared, but I figured it out. Soul Child OOP is out of position. Oh yeah, okay. I apologize. I'm looking at the comments a little lag. This is what we do, man. Yep. Mind blowing. Mind blowing. That is a fact. See, because what it is, now people will say that they're tired of losing. And here we go again. You see the market moving to the top of the box? I'm moving the box. Nothing to see here. Can't have RCB with one candle in the box. So is there anything to do here? No. Look at that. Look at how it just keep you out of the nonsense. Keeps you out of the nonsense. Ain't nothing to do here. Look at the candle going back across the box again. All right, move the box again. Move it. Nothing to do here. No candles now. Now we gotta wait. Let's see if we gotta wait until the next minute to see what the market is gonna decide to do. If it keeps violating the top of or the bottom of the box, we move the box. If you don't see no candles in the box when you move it, it's because the market ain't stable. If the market ain't stable, there's nothing to do. If there's nothing to do, there's nothing to lose. Come on, man. Come on. What the hell is this? What did I just do? I don't even know what that is. Joint open up a whole nother tab. All right, let me see. Is this thing still connected? Yeah, it's still connected. Okay. Yep. So candles down there. Now we move the box down there. We need the candles to be in the box. If the candle ain't in your box, move the box. And this keeps you honest right here. You can't fake nothing. Oh, well, I thought it had pricing. What are you talking about pricing for? Your candle ain't in the box. Why are you looking at pricing? Care nothing about no pricing. Y'all, do y'all see where I'm going with this? You see how you can't mess it up? Why are you talking about pricing when your candle ain't in the box? Come on, man. Your candle is not in the box. Ain't no what pricing? This is good, man. This is good. See, this is how you know that if somebody is still after this, still losing and doing silly stuff, it's because they are just totally violating what I'm telling them to do. Period. Totally violating. You just straight violating what I'm telling you. You're not doing this. You're doing other shit. And because you're doing other shit, that's why you're losing. This is a fact. That's a fact. This will stop you from deviating, but that means you got to do it. That's it. Yeah, right. They be tired of losing while they deviating.
What you talking about, Willis?
What are you talking about? If you're deviating, you're gonna lose eventually. See, what'd be funny is that people will deviate and they'll win some, so they think that they're doing what I'm teaching them to do. But if you flipping a coin, you ain't doing what I'm teaching you to do. And if you ain't applying this process, you're flipping the coin. Period. Period. Look at this candle. Look, this candle touching the top of the box. Nope. Move the box. I want the candle in the box. In the box. Now, in fact, I'll use that one. That one is coming off the strike. So we'll say that one's in the box. So watch this. Watch the movement. Just look at the market right now. Watch. Look at where the candle's at. It's back at the top of the box. Move the box. Move the box again. That's it. Done. Next. I just moved the box and nexted the binary. Can't mess it up, man. Can't mess. So there should be none of that. Oh yeah, I was in that. You was in what? This is what I'm saying. You what do you mean you were in that? And then on top of that, that'll just happen to be the same one you didn't record too. Right? You don't want to record nothing. Who wants to record when they deviate? Who wants to record that? Nah, I can't show y'all what I'm really doing. I can't show y'all all of the shit I be doing. I be doing all type of shit. Wondering why you losing and you blowing your account. Come on, man. Ooh, this is hard. This is Don DeMarco right here. Yes. Come on, SG. You'll see that, right? Accounts stay intact when the candles stay in the box. Come on now. Come on. Yeah, just follow the chef's recipe. That's right. My recipe is for a cake, not a pie. Talking about, yeah, I use your recipe. How you end up with a pie? I gave you a cake recipe. I gave you a cake recipe. Chocolate cake, not chocolate pie.
What you talking about, Willis?
Oh man, this shit is funny. Yes, very good, Angel. I like this. Set up your boundaries with the market, and she can't play you like that. Facts. Facts. Sound like relationship advice. But hey, you got a relationship with the market, though. See? Yeah, hopefully this will definitely quench thirst, for real. Dimitri said, even if I wanted to gamble, this makes you feel that you might be doing something wrong. This will keep you in line, in the box. Facts. Facts, man. Facts. See, I go through all this because if you're around me and you losing, that makes me upset. Because I know that you're not doing what I'm telling you to do if you're losing. And, of course, sometimes people will do things unknowingly. But the important thing is that you understand why. Like you can't be taking trades and not knowing why. If you don't know why, then you have no business taking the trade. Matter of fact, you have no business taking any trade. And the trades that you're going to end up in when you follow this process are the ones that the market going to give to you. Literally, like, here you go. Here you go. Take this. I got you. That's the market giving it to you. You don't got to take anything. Look, it's violating my box. I moved the box. That's it. No questions asked. None of that. Oh, well, I wonder if there's going to be pricing on that one. No, I don't care. What pricing? See, when you be doing too much, you start looking at the market and singing too much. And you end up seeing stuff you ain't got no business looking at. Nope. Can't mess it up, man. Right, clicking in at 8, you knew why. Very true. Jamal, what's good, man? Dunamis. A lot of people do their own thing and don't use the box, but that's where you find the checks. Hard. That's hard. There's checks in that box. Yeah, it does. It does. They look at that price and they'd be like, "Ooh, this is the man. You see that pricing? Yeah, all right. You don't know what's in that pricing." Man, oh man, the no price reduction. Yep, but so again, this is gonna be so helpful. Like I don't even have to ask. I know already. This is tonight's recommended training. So just rewind it and rewatch. Keep it in the box. That's it. Candles should be in the box. Oh, the candles are touching the box. All right, so move the box. Move the box. So here you see the candles are playing the strike close. So you see your low there, 251. The low here is 250, right on the strike. Same thing here, 250, and the same thing here, 250. So it's playing the strike. Even though the candles are slightly above, it's playing the strike. So when we see that the market establishes a barrier, we know that we want space between where the candles are and the strike. What does that sound like? It sounds exactly like, yeah, we don't want the indicative hugging the strike, right? More terminology. You'll have heard me say that many times. The indicative is hugging the strike. Nothing to do. It's hugging the strike. Ain't nothing to do. It's the same thing. So the box tells the story regardless. So look, if I bring this over here, this is the last one that was touching the strike. Bring the box over here now. And I need to see some candles in the box. If my candles ain't in the box, it ain't nothing to do. That's all. Simple. Can't mess it up. 100%. Constant elevation. Mm-hmm. Because I said your back gonna hurt carrying all this confidence and knowledge. Let's go. All right. So, did any of the newer folks have any questions while we're on here? I'll leave it open briefly for y'all to ask whatever questions that you might have. If you don't have any questions, I will bid you adieu. But this is definitely tonight's recommended live training. And this was good. This was totally not planned either. I just decided to do this at the last minute because I was observing the market. I was watching. I was like, let me do this real quick. Tell them about this box. All right, so I don't see any questions. Going once, going twice. Up, there go Angel with a question. She's like, let me get mine in. All right, so Angel's asking, so option pricing is what secures you in a trade in terms of giving you favorable timing? No, Angel. What secures you in the trade once you're in the trade is the stability present in the market, because that's the only reason that you would be in a trade. Does that make sense? What the option pricing does is it's only one of the pieces, and in fact, it's the last piece of our process. And it's the last piece for a reason, because you need to have things present before you are looking at option pricing. Otherwise, option pricing will mislead you. Does that make sense? It's kind of like if you're looking at option pricing can be very misleading, because even in our process, there are many times where you don't see any pricing when you follow the protocol, and you'll click in. You won't see any pricing, yet your order gets filled. And it's like, well, damn, how did that happen? And it just goes to show you that option pricing is just the mechanism on the platform that gives you a visual of the orders that are flowing on the platform, but it does not show all of them. You understand what I'm saying? And because it doesn't show all of the orders, if you use the option pricing to lead you, it will mislead you at times. That's why we don't use it to lead us at all. It's the last thing we look at. That is powerful. And that's what separates us from everybody else on this platform. We know that already. The pricing is the last thing we look at. Instability on that binaries behavior. Walker, you talking about this one that we're looking at now? Let me see something. Well, first of all, let me move this box. Because I'm like, and I do this so habitually, like I'll be doing this anytime I am observing. I'll move that box over so quick. Like I don't want to see no candles that's not in the box. So I move the box immediately. I want to see these candles staying in the box. And that's how it becomes so easy to see RCB unfold right before your eyes. I was asking because someone brought up earlier, what if you place a trade and it moves out of position, like out of the box on that trade that you placed? Okay, I understand. Well, that's exactly what I'm telling you tonight is going to help prevent from happening to you. You're not going to be even considering being in a trade at a time when the market is moving that way. If the market is violating your box too often, you keep moving the box, you'll remain out of the market completely. There will be absolutely no reason for you to be in a trade. If your candles are not in the box, if there's no cluster present, right? No range, because these are the only things that can stay in the box. Only a range is going to keep the candles in the box. Hold on, man. Ooh, this is good. Only a range is going to keep your candles in the box. Only a barrier is going to keep the candles in the box. And the cluster is confirmation of the barrier. So only RCB will have the candles in the box. And if the candles are not in the box, there's no RCB. And if there's no RCB, then there's nothing to do. See? So you always remain out of trouble. Look at what I'm doing. I'm moving the box. That red candle's touching the bottom of my box. All right. Let's move the box. Next. See? Visual. I'm not thinking about anything. I could have been in that. Oh, we could have took that one. You had pricing on it. This is what I'm saying. We don't care. Why would I care anything about pricing with the market doing this? Just look at this. Hold on. Let me just look. Just look at what the market's doing here in this whole area. Look at this. This is messy. You got wick, markets touching the strike, under the strike, over the strike, over the strike, over the strike, under the strike, touching the strike. What are you supposed to be doing in here? But people will be trying to trade this. They'll be over here talking about, oh, I had pricing. What? What pricing? You had nothing. You had nothing. You had absolutely nothing. And that's why if what's so crazy is that people will be in a trade with that type of nonsense going on, and then they'll feel good when they win. You should feel stupid that you won that trade. Because that's exactly how the market was. The market was stupid. Market was like, no, I don't know what I want to do yet. Nope. I kind of want to go up. Nah, I think I'm going to come back down. No, I'm going to go back up. Nah, I'm going to come back down. So you got to flip a coin. You got to flip a coin and hope that it lands on what you flipped. You come on, man. You can't build your career off of that. But people will be busy trying to do that nonsense. Oh, we have pricing on it though. Say pricing one more time. Oh man. Say pricing one more time. Yeah, absolutely. Very powerful. All right, Dimitri, good night, man. Kev, what's going on? Johnson, what's happening? Kev is funny. He said, to the left, to the left. That's funny. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yep. Sing it, J. Carly. Irreplaceable. All right, y'all. This is good. Yeah, right. Circus music for the clowns. Oh man. Let me move my box one for the road. Candle in the box. Yep. All right. We're going to end it right there. We're going to end it with a candle in the box. You know what it is, man. Mark Fuller TeamAlliance. Live motivation. I think this is number 28. Yeah, make sure that you rewind this. We watch this. All right. I'm out. Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.